It's wild to think that a song that was released 35 years ago is now one of the world's most popular songs again, because it already was in 1985. And that song is called Running Up That Hill, and it's by Kate Bush. So the resurgence has happened because it is a big part of the most recent Stranger Things series. It's season 4 and it's on Netflix. I won't talk about how it's in the series because no spoilers here, but it's a prevalent part in that series, which is the reason why it's become so popular again. The cooler thing here is it's become really popular with Gen Z. And this song was made and was created and released before anyone in Gen Z was even born. So 2 things why this resurgence is really cool. One is Kate Bush and Running Up That Hill is a song that I'm almost willing to guarantee most of Gen Z would have never heard of before. It's not like people in Gen Z are going up to and looking at 80s artists most of the time. I'm sure, yes, there are outliers, but the majority of people would probably have never heard of Kate Bush. Now, people in Gen Z probably love Kate Bush because of this resurgence from a Netflix series, Stranger Things. So super cool how you can get your song in a sync deal and then eventually you can reach a new generation at that level. That's a pretty high level. I think the second cool thing though, and maybe even cooler than the first, is just that it's been 37 years to be exact since that song was released. Now it's the world's biggest song. It probably won't sustain to be the world's biggest song. It might sustain till that season ends, but still, it's going to ride out a few weeks of being the world's biggest song, which is super cool because Kate Bush is older now and she hasn't had anything really significant in terms of music for a while. And it's just really cool because you never know when things can happen. And if you're writing a lot of music and nothing's been broken yet or nothing's really hit a new audience, you never know when that's going to happen. And that's in today's music industry, it's so much about volume and releasing singles and just like monthly or weekly putting new music out. I do agree with kind of quantity and volume, but this shows that, true quality, good placement as well can still happen and put you back on top. So the songs you wrote last year or 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 35 years ago, it can still happen with the right distribution channels to get back on top, which I think is really, really cool. I'm super stoked for Kate Bush. She just got this sync deal and now she's charting global top 50 in Spotify. So you never know when that break is going to come for you. So you got to keep going.